What's up, everyone? It's that time of year where the kids are trick-or-treating and the adults should be in VR screaming. And with that said, PSVR Asylum presents 10 scary games for Halloween.
A black hole? Where the hell are we, Serena?
The Persistence by Fire Spray.
I need you to recover a data module from the storeroom.
A roguelite horror where you awaken on a stranded, gigantic space station. The general idea here is to collect items, purchase upgrades, and collect DNA stems from sucking out enemies' brains. Very reminiscent of Alien Isolation, as you'll be using stealth to avoid detection, crawling through dark cramped vents and facing multiple surprise attacks from multiple enemy types, which eventually you'll die, reawaken, and do it all over again, attempting to get further while keeping any previous upgrades from your prior runs, becoming stronger and more tactical within your next attempts. The level design perfectly captures the atmospheric horror and tension, creating an edge of your seat immersive experience. With a wide arsenal eventually at your disposal as you progress, you may find the tendency to get too cocky, fucking around too much, and finding out exactly what persistence is all about. Proceed with caution. Affected the Manor by Fallen Planet Studios. If haunted houses are your thing, this Halloween you can't ask for much better than exploring this demonically plagued paranormal mansion. The graphics here are all exceptionally detailed, paired with a creepy ambient 3D audio soundscape and atmospheric lighting with realistic shadowing effects. Affected sets out to create the scariest walking simulator on the planet. With an absolute lack of any actual gameplay, you are relegated to walking and occasionally controlling the sketchiest flashlight on the fucking planet. Every turn, hallway, open room, doorway will all have your heart pounding with fear and anticipation as to what may be lying in store for you. Oh, no. Nope. Don't want to go down there. So, do you think you have what it takes to get through the manor? Many will enter, few will complete it, and some may need to seek counseling and just never be the same again. What the fuck? Blair Witch VR by Bloober Team. You are a cop with a troubled past, partnered with Bullet, your faithful furry canine. You'll be searching for a missing child in a secluded forest.
Let's find this kid. He's been through enough already.
You are aiding a search team already on site who you communicate with via walkie-talkie. Primarily, you'll only be speaking with the sheriff and your assumed girlfriend via cell phone.
Come here, boy. Bullet, search.
Bullet, being a police-trained canine, assists you in searching, finding clues, and keeping you not only on track, but as your only real company.
Come on, Bullet.
And that bond becomes very apparently important as these woods are huge. Towering trees surround you, and without Bullet, this might just be too creepy for most to handle.
Baltimore crows. That's Peter's Gap. Good boy.
You will also be aided by a camcorder that has the ability to affect the real world, bringing items into it from cassette tapes that you'll find along the way.
This tape. Did it just... No, that's not possible. Well, get it together, Ellis. It's probably Peter's. Maybe Bullet can catch a scent.
Your only other comfort is a flashlight and trusting Bullet's instincts to keep you from being dead, as you are not alone, and this shit gets real scary, real fucking fast. This is definitely one you don't want to miss. Paranormal Activity: The Lost Soul by VR Works. An immersive haunted house mystery that will keep you on the edge of your seat. You'll explore an isolated mansion that has been plagued by the specular realm. The graphics are okay, and there is some tracking issues as well as some hit detection problems, but if you can overcome them, it's worth the slight frustration. Things start off somewhat creepy from the beginning, and it only intensifies the further you go. You search for clues and items to help you solve this mystery along the way, and you realize you aren't alone with just demons, ghosts, and apparitions. As a little girl claiming something is after her appears and then scampers off.
Hey! It's after me!
Proceeding with caution, as you never know what will happen in an instant, and the jump scares here are abundant. The soundscape perfectly nails the tone for that ominous feeling of dread and fear. You'll make your way through the never-ending twists and turns of the mansion's corridors and multiple rooms with no sense of direction. Only to turn a corner and be faced with something that scares you. Or a possessed person and needing to find a fast escape. And that's when shit begins to get real crazy. Almost as if you've entered a parallel dimension that you are not wanted in. I think the best way to explain this experience is for me to not explain it. And just let you see a taste of it for yourself uninterrupted. so I'm going to do that. Enjoy. If it scares you after, Paranormal Activity has you covered. Dread Halls by Lucid Sight. Dread Halls is best described as pure fucking nightmare fuel. It's a claustrophobic spheres imagined in VR, as you're relegated to exploring a series of tight twisting hallways aided by only a lamp, oil for the lamp, and lockpicks. There are also coins, which I'll explain a bit later. Your primary objection is to navigate the twists and turns of your map seeking the way out. However, with the likely potential of enemies around every corner, it's absolutely nerve-wracking. You'll need to locate eyeballs found on pillars in order to proceed through each new area. Sounds simple enough, right? Well, it can be. Or it can turn into a complete adrenaline-pounding situation, bringing you back to the brink of a fucking heart attack. You see, Dread Halls is also procedurally generated, making each playthrough entirely different from the last. That also means you never know what enemies you'll be facing or where you'll discover them. And as far as the coins, this is what those do.
Mindless wretches, pieced together by the shadows from the remains of their prey.
Enabling you to unlock unique dialogue options throughout the game. You'll need to search each location on the map until you find the way out. Some rooms will be mostly empty, but others may just have something lying in wait for you. And a room that may have been void of any threats upon entering doesn't mean that you're safe, as they can manifest anywhere at any time. For this video, I had my 15-year-old son play the game because, well, I'm an asshole, and I feel he sleeps too soundly. I wanted to shake his comfort zone up a bit. His reactions are 100% genuine and quite hilarious.
Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Somewhere down here. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Oh, shit.
Eventually, you'll reach the depths of hell where shit gets even more real. Dread Halls is a test of your testicular fortitude.
What the fuck?
Exorcist Legion VR by Wolfenwood Studios. In Exorcist Legion, you'll be playing as a detective for the Boston Police Department. This game is comprised of 5 separate chapters in total. For this video, I am only going to be covering the first chapter to avoid spoilers, but there will be some regardless.
Come in, this is dispatch. Hey, there's a call for you guys down at Church of St. Vincent de Paul. Uniforms are already on scene.
In Chapter 1, titled First Rites, you are assessing a very strange situation at a church, as well as you'll be gathering up items that you'll need throughout the game and searching areas for clues. The graphics here are all done fairly decently, as well as the 3D soundscape. It's also pretty good. I wouldn't say it's excellent, but it is good, and they did try to improve it with the Pro patch. And there's also been a good attention to detail put into the gore effects and the animations, which I can appreciate. Upon investigating, you'll enter the priest's chambers, where there are some more secrets to be found. There are also some cassette tapes offering more dialogue, filling you in a bit on the lore that's taking place in this recently murdered priest's world. The secrets in this room are abundant and not always obvious, and some make you use your brain. This is one of the more obvious ones, but there are more. I definitely recommend that you kind of look around and use your brain a bit. Things seem oddly too quiet, however, that is until you exit the chambers and re-enter into the main church cathedral. It is here where Exorcist Legion earns its spot for being scary, much more scarier than the movies ever were, to me at least. Soon coming face to face with the demon armed with only a cross, holy water, and a salt sprayer. Is there any hope that you'll make it out alive? Well, to find out, I suggest you pick up all 5 chapters and play it for yourself, if you have the courage for it. This Halloween, Exorcist Legion would be the perfect title to break out amongst your friends and family and maybe do it together, because this is one scary ride you don't want to miss out on. Here They Lie by Sony Interactive. This is essentially the worst acid trip gone wrong with a heavy horror element, and is one of the weirdest fucking games I've ever played, and I fucking love it. You play as a balding white dude similar to Agent 47 and Hitman. However, you have no weapons and the worst battery efficient flashlight on the fucking planet. When I say this is as close to a bad acid trip, believe me, that was a total understatement.
my neighbor, but he kept letting it out.
You'll be exploring an other dimensional city of sorts, void of any color palette, but it makes up for it with its cast of unusually strange and violent characters. And even on occasion, it allows you to partake in the violence, fulfilling even the worst sadist satisfactions of causing others untimely demise. What I can only describe as an S&M furry's dream come true in VR, everything about this title is just batshit insanity, but with a melancholy atmosphere. There's an uncomfortable tone throughout, but such a high level of intrigue, you can't help but resist to continue through, never knowing what sort of psycho-ass shit you'll be faced with next. The sexual tones are heavy, as well as the gore and death scenes. This one's best played after the kids are long asleep. It's strange that you don't hear more about Here They Lie, as it's truly a macabre masterpiece, unlike anything that I've ever played before. Here They Lie is offering a very lengthy campaign. Everything I've shown you here was all captured in just about 2 hours, and I left a lot out. Here They Lie is a must play, especially for you weirdo furries and fans of horror out there. Home Sweet Home by Mastiff Games, a heart-pounding horror survival based on Thailand lore. Once again, you are relegated to being utterly hopeless and unarmed, with only a flashlight to help you. The goal here is to find your way home, but it's not as simple as it sounds. You'll navigate your way through an abandoned building, collecting items to help you along the way. The graphics here are fairly decent, and you'll be playing with the DualShock controller only. Sorry, no moves enabled here. Things seem mostly quiet for a while, until strange and supernatural occurrences start to creep in on and all around you. And once they start, they seldom let up.
Where'd she go?
The building will start to shift and change with complete disregard to your sense of direction. And before you know it, you are in a cat and mouse-like game of hide and seek, where being caught means your instant and bloody death.
There you are. Miss. What the fuck?
You'll need to use your surrounding environment for cover, such as hiding in lockers, or turning off your flashlight and ducking, praying that you won't be discovered. The tension here is nerve-wracking. Well, you will find yourself holding your breath in real life occasionally. While behind every doorway and basically every moment throughout your playtime, you were thoroughly planning your escape route to hide as this demonically possessed stalker ex-girlfriend is as obsessed with you as the Democrats are to January 6th. So, I'll be honest, this is a real hard one to get through, and I haven't yet beaten this one. It's pretty fucking hard, and I continually get caught and killed. I just had to stop playing after so many attempts that I was worried my heart would give out quicker than someone on their third population control poison booster shot. Home Sweet Home is for the elite die-hard stealth survival gamers out there. All others will merely be its next victims. The Inpatient by Supermassive Games, developers of Until Dawn and Rush of Blood.
I see it now. It's so simple, it's so easy.
Inpatient is essentially a cinematic walking sim set in an abandoned psychiatric hospital, where you have no idea what's going on or how you even arrived here. Once again, armed with only a flashlight to assist you as you explore the dilapidated facility, uncovering horrific events along the way, you'll also be looking out for highlighted clues, which will shed some light on past events that have taken place here. As with all Supermassive games, the graphics are AAA quality throughout, with a constant undertone of imminent dread plaguing the 3D audio soundscape. The more you uncover of the past, the more you realize this was a torture chamber masquerading as a mental health facility.
Please, I gotta eat.
Maybe we should give him something to chew on.
It's out of the question. It would undermine the veracity of the tests.
But that doesn't explain what the hell is taking place now. Eventually discovered by another survivor as you take refuge amongst the rest of the group.
Not right where you are. Who are you?
And here we are, head honcho himself. Hey, it's David. Can I come in?
Enter.
Mr. Brack, Suzanne, found someone else needs an escort.
I'm glad you made it out in one piece. I believe I've made myself perfectly clear. Get the hell out of here and leave me alone.
Attempting to escape this demonically possessed asylum with your lives isn't as easy as it seems.
There was nothing out there before.
Let's just go one at a time. Okay. I'll go first then.
No! Suzanne, freeze!
This is not a disease. This is not a virus. This is a curse. There are more survivors holed up in the administration offices. They still think it's an infection. They have no idea what they're up against. I warned him there was something here on the mountain. An evil spirit, powerful. But he wouldn't listen. I'm so sorry.
Things only get worse as now the rescue team that you were attempting to get to turns out to be a cover-up team of your executioners.
No! Victor, is that you? Jesus fuck!
Got to get out of here.
With both the living and the dead now out to end your survival, is there any hope of escape at all? Well, you'll have to play to find out.
Don't shoot! My God. Get out of here. No! Do the thing!
Ending this video will be Resident Evil 7 by Capcom.
Where do you think you're going?
Resident Evil 7 is unlike any other, offering an incredible lengthy single-player campaign fully realized in VR. But it doesn't stop there. It also includes all 5 DLCs in VR, making for one of the absolute biggest content-heavy games on the PlayStation VR headset. Capcom delivers big time, offering not only an abundance of content, but some of the best graphics to grace the headset yet. But also the absolute scariest games, not only in VR, but possibly of all time, period. You'll need to put on your big boy panties if you even have a sliver of hope making it through this one. Of all the 500 plus PlayStation VR games I own, RE7 has fucked my head and confidence unlike anything else has ever even came close to doing.
No. I will find him, and I will make him suffer.
With almost every second of playtime having my tension level at 1,000, it's taken me playing it for 5 years and I'm still not through it because I can honestly only handle so much before I just can't do it anymore. It's not that it's hard, or unfair, or bad in any way. It's the exact opposite. It's too good, too realistic feeling, and downright terrifying as fuck. But I keep coming back to it, picking away little by little, and that's fine if that's what you need to do to experience this one for yourself. Just experience it above anything. It's too amazing to just let the fear take completely over you and just disregard it. It's worth the push into the brink of insanity, and I come out with a new appreciation for my actual life, no matter how bad it may be, occasionally, every time. Only the most desensitized, demented, die-hard horror fanatics can handle RE7 for prolonged periods of time. So if that description fits you, then, well, it's your moment to shine, bro. I don't know if I envy or pity you, but I am man enough to admit that I'm not man enough to take this head on in one sitting. I just hope to finish it one day. But that's it for that video. I want to wish all my subscribers a very happy Thanksgiving and say thank you for supporting the channel. It truly means a lot to me. If you haven't subscribed yet, why? Actually, just throw a little love my way to a struggling game cat. Hit subscribe today. With that, I love you all. Have fun, stay kind, keep gaming. Peace.